a great big world out there. We gotta corner the foreign market. Because that's where the big bucks are. That's where the dollars are.
What's yours?
What's my, give me a scotch. Give me a scotch, No, I don't need that. Give me the cheap, though. I need give me the far with. Nice joint you got here.
You got it right, you're a pigeon.
Thanks. This used to be a hangout of a buddy of mine. Used to come in here, told me all about it. Yeah. Big guy, bald. Maybe you know him. His name was Gunther Wagner. You remember him?
Yeah.
Rest his soul. Well, yeah, anyway, he told me about the place, and I figured, you know, I was in the neighborhood. Come on, look around. Any of his old buddies around here?
Yeah, I got over in the booth.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
The big one. You know, with his back to you on the right. Chummy Davis. I don't know the other three guys.
Hey, you know, that's quite a coincidence. I know one of those guys there. Yeah, I think I'll go over there and say hello to him.
Oh, I don't think you ought to do that.
How come?
It's a private party. I don't think they want to be interrupted.
Oh, yeah, I get you, yeah. Look, you got a piece of paper and a pencil in it?
Sure.
Thank you. Say, do me a favor, will you? This guy, Mr. Davis. Give him this note, will you? And, here. Keep the change.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Excuse me, Bub.
That should take care of all the little details. Now, if you got any questions, ask them now, because I don't want any follow-ups later on down the road.
I got one question.
Go ahead, shoot. What do you got?
In case we got anybody, who do we call?
All right, if you got to ventilate anybody's head, all right, you call either me or my partner, you understand? We're partners, we trust each other, right, Earl?
You bet.
You call either one of us.
Yes.
I have a package here for you. Would you like to sign right here, please?
Sure.
Listen, enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Funeral. Neither. They're from a friend. Aren't they beautiful? Close friend. What can I do for you, Mrs. Whitney? I need a photograph. Of? Myself, of course. Of course. I need a close-up portrait, and you have to do your very best work. It's for my husband. All right. I just bought this beautiful antique gold frame, and I want to do it justice. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. You know, Christmas is just around the corner, and I thought that it'd make a nice personal gift. Don't you agree? I think it would make a wonderful gift. I can make an appointment for you as soon as possible. Oh, Jim Diedrichson must be a little more than a close friend, huh? I take acting classes with him evenings. He teaches acting? Yes. He's a very good teacher. That's very interesting. Is he equipped to teach acting? Well, yes. He's had quite a background. He's very dedicated to the theater and to his students. Well, does he teach anywhere around here? Where does he teach? He has his own studio. We have classes in the old Wiley dance studio. Boy, it is a small world. It's right down the street. Yes. Mrs. Whitney, if you're so interested in Jim, I could introduce you to him. No, I'm not interested in meeting him. But you! I mean, if you're going to go to acting classes, are you going to change professions? Then maybe I should go to another photographer. No, Mrs. Whitney, the acting is purely for fun. I'm not getting out of photography. I take the classes as an interesting hobby. That's right. Pretty soon you're going to get your daddy's money, aren't you? Then you won't have to work at all. That should be great. Well, I'm afraid that day's never going to come. Why not? Well, it's rather complicated, but the end result is that when the funds are released, they're all going to the IRS and not to me. Oh, listen, honey, look, there's a lot of ways to get around that. Well, the letter indicated that when it's all over and done with, I may even owe them money. That is depressing. Well, not really. Because you can't take it with you, can you? Especially if you never had it to begin with. Hey, if I can't take it with me, I'm not going. That's the spirit. I mean, I don't understand how people can exist without money. It's as important to everyone as the air we breathe. Yes, but I imagine you've always had it. No, I haven't. So I don't want to think about that. Well, what would be a convenient time for an appointment? Let's see. How about Wednesday? Morning? No. Afternoon. Late afternoon. 4 o'clock. Yeah, I should be up by then. Fine. Okay. See you Wednesday. Mrs. Whitney. Oh. I got a lot of money for an actor. Money isn't everything. There's always love. Oh, Jim.
$50. 50. Not pesos, not lira, not francs, but 50 American dollars for a bunch of flowers, and my money at that. Didn't they have anything on sale?
Don't worry, Hector. I'll pay you back.
With what? You just told me you don't even have enough money to pay next month's rent on this place.
I'll find a way. I always do.
Looks to me like you just lost your way.
What do you mean by that?
You can't kid me, Jimmy, baby. You were interested in this Valerie Bryson because of the money she was going to get. Then, suddenly, the long, hairy arm of the IRS reaches out and grabs the whole bundle. Miss Bryson now has $0 in her future, and you send her a bunch of flowers.
Don't you believe in grand gestures, Hector?
Not with my money.
That's your problem is? You got no romance in your soul.
Yeah, just like you got no money in your pocket.
Well, I'm going to change all that. I'm going to capitalize the first repertory theater this town's ever seen.
Ah, you're hallucinating, you know that?
Why?
First of all, you have to have full-time actors. You can't do it with a truck driver, a waitress, and the corner druggist. Now, say you do produce a repertory season of, okay, 5 plays. That means sets, costumes, stage crew, actors' salaries, royalties, and above all, a theater. Do you think an audience is going to settle for a crummy loft with a platform and 12 folding chairs?
11. One of them's busted.
I got to hand it to you, Jimmy. You always were an optimist.
And you're always a pessimist. That's the difference between us. I always believed something would come through. Opportunity.
Yeah. Ta-da! Wrong. It's Johnny Gentry.
What are you doing here?
I said I was coming, didn't I?
Dummy, I told you there was no work for an actor in this town.
Yeah, well, what's the difference? There's nothing doing in Wonderland either. Anyways, you've seen one palm tree, you've seen them all. I figured I might as well be with friends.
Friends? How long are you going to stay, Johnny?
Who knows, until I get bored, I guess.
And where?
I don't know yet, but I'm open to suggestions.
Well, this is all I've got, and you're welcome to it, for a couple of days.
It's sort of a dingy bohemian charm.
Yeah.
Well, if it's okay, I'll crash right here.
Broke as ever, huh, Johnny?
Oh, me? Yeah, well, what do you call this?
I told you something would always come through. Johnny, I want to tell you about some of my plans.
Keith Kennedy, Harvey Keitel, Albert Finney, Tom Conti, The Duelists.
Calm down, will you? You eat like a brontosaurus with a tapeworm. What is it with you? So what? You got no class at all. Hey, use a napkin for Pete's sake.
Excuse me. We're in Buckingham Palace.
Don't use your fingers. Chummy, ask the waiter. See if he's got a shovel over there. We'll make it go a little faster for you. How's that? Hey, listen, by the way, there's one thing I want to get clear right away before I forget. Now, I want to run a nice, tight little organization here. So the less people, the better.
I agree. It's got to be that way, definitely.
Right? You agree?
Definitely not.
You just nod your head if you're breathing. By the time you get through with that sandwich, we're going to have to repaint the walls. Now, look, the deal is this. I'm willing to share my contracts with you guys, but I got to run the show. I call the shots. It's the only way it's going to work.
It's okay with me.
All right? If you got any problems, you call my partner here. My partner's got the okay for any job under $5 grand. Anything over $5 grand, you got to talk to me. Understood?
Beautiful.
Very good. Let's have a drink. Harry!
Right there.
Harry, bring us another round here, will you?
Sure. Show me, guy left this for you.
Excuse me 1 minute, will you? I gotta make a phone call.
Another sandwich for the animal over there.
Harry, can I use the bar phone?
Sure.
Hey, get your body out of here.
Hey, what do you think? You own the place?
Move.
Hey, I'm moving. Relax. Relax.
Creep.
Yes?
This is Chummy Davis. Phone number was left for me to call.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a friend of the late Gunther Wagner.
What's that mean to me?
Well, I was over at Harry's bar just a little bit ago, and I wanted to talk to you, but it looked like you were busy. I didn't want to interrupt, but I'd like to have a few words with you now, person.
Nah, I'm busy. I got friends over here. I'm talking business.
Well, I tell you what, I'm at the car bar. I'll make it worth your while. Why don't you come on over here and we'll talk for a bit?
I'm still busy.
I'll give you a C note for 10 minutes.
A C note? I'll be there.
So nice to see somebody happy in her work, Nora. You must get a lot of satisfaction out of being able to create so much trouble.
Create trouble. Don't blame me for that nasty little triangle over at the Kavanaugh penthouse. Mrs. Kavanaugh's worried sick about her husband and that lovely, pretty actress, Patience. And good reason, too.
Yes, I'm sure Mrs. Kavanaugh is very worried, since you remind her of it so often.
As long as they're perfectly miserable, I don't care.
You should have become a private nurse instead of a secretary. You know, you have so much compassion.
I'm giving back as good as I got, Spencer. But not good enough yet.
Back, though.
No. This is on me. Remember, I invited you. I like it here. I'm kind of glad that Sid's place is filled up.
Yeah, that's all right, but you only brought me over here so you could gloat about your success. Why don't you call somebody else next time?
Please don't say that, Spencer. I thought we were friends.
That was a long time ago, Roxanne.
But you were Gunther's friend, too. You're my only link with the past. With him. I want to get to know you better.
I don't like people knowing too much about me.
I know. You were always like that. Even when we worked for Bowie. Why are you so mysterious, Spencer?
I just like to keep to myself, Nora, that's all.
Whatever happened to you after Bowie died? We didn't hear a word from you. Did you find another job?
I was on a long vacation. But I'm not on vacation now. I've got to get back to work.
Hey, did you see this?
What?
I ought to get a reward for this.
What are you talking about?
I helped the police find this kid, Gavin Wiley. You know, it's her boyfriend, Dr. Kavanaugh's sweet sister-in-law. I overheard her setting up a rendezvous with him on the phone, and I tipped the police off. Oh, the call was anonymous, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, it was my duty as a citizen, wasn't it? Society has to be protected, doesn't it?
Do me a favor, will you, Nora? Try not to call me anymore.
We just have to stop worrying about the watch. Erase it from our minds. We can't prove anything now that Bobby and Mr. Hoffman are dead.
But the two of them were tied up together in this in some way. How can people just accept a coincidence like that?
Because they didn't have any facts to prove Bobby's theory. Neither did we.
Yeah, one obstacle after another.
All right, then let's just put it out of our minds and concentrate on something more important, which is getting you acquitted.
It's not an acquittal, Jody. It's a settlement. The deal's practically set with the prosecution. It's not freedom, but it's not life either. It's somewhere in between, something like 5 or 10 years.
No, you can't think like that. It's too long.
We have no choice. Look, I might be coming up for parole in about 3 years. Think of it that way. It's only 3 years.
That's still too long.
I'd understand if you don't wait.
Come on. No, I'll wait. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years if it's necessary. It just can't be that long. I don't want to spend that much time without you.
It's not up to us, honey.
Honey, Merry Christmas. Look, I brought all these gifts for you from the kids. Look. That's right. Christmas is almost here. I won't spend Christmas with you. I want to spend all my Christmases with you.
You might get part of your wish anyway.
What do you mean?
Cliff is applied for a special compassion leave from me.
What would that mean?
So we'd be together for a little while. So don't get your hopes up. It may not happen.
For me?
Yes. Why don't you have a seat? Nice meeting you.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, gin and tonic, please.
All right, one gin and tonic.
Yeah, I'm all right here.
I like Harry's place better. It's got more atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you're a friend of Gunther's?
Yes, that's right. He worked for me for quite a while.
Thanks a lot.
He's quite a good friend of mine as well.
So what's that got to do with me?
I understand that Gunther did some business with you. Is that right?
Maybe.
He told me that he did some business with you shortly before he died. He bought some blank cartridges from you. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Funny thing about that, too. I could never figure out why he wanted those blank cartridges.
So, what do you think? How does it look here?
I think it looks very good, Eddie. You know, the way you got this whole setup organized, it's going to be perfect. We are going to make a fortune.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is if everybody remembers their job and everybody remembers their place in the organization.
You know, I'm glad you made that clear. You know, everybody knows exactly what they're doing and exactly what they're going to get. This way, there's no arguments, right?
Yeah, there's only one way to handle this thing. Believe me, I got a lot of experience. The most important thing here is personnel. Everybody's got to know his job. Everybody's got to be on the ball. Stand-up guys like you. That is when you're not on the telephone.
Hey, no more telephone calls. You got my promise.
What do you think of Chummy and Vinny?
Well, I think they're okay. They're going to work out, you know? They know their business.
You know, it's funny. You can always tell if a guy's a stand-up guy. I can tell in a second just like that, just by looking at him. Then again, if you got any doubts, you can always take out a little key man insurance like I did back in New York.
Yeah, it's always good to have insurance, Eddie.
It's only good when you collect.
You say, what happened to this friend of yours? You say, hit-and-run driver?
It's funny about hit and run. He can do one hell of a bang-up job on your car, I'll tell you that.
So the truth is you really didn't know why Gunther wanted those blank cartridges, is that right?
In my business, you don't ask questions. You just sell a man what he wants. But I thought it was a little peculiar.
Well, I'll tell you something a little bit more peculiar. The police know about those blanks.
So what? They were blanks.
Yeah, well, you know cops, how they do have a tendency to make something insignificant seem more important than it is.
Hey, look, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, huh? What do you want from me?
All right, relax. Relax, Mr. Davis. I'll tell you. You see, I know the reason that Gunther wanted those blank cartridges. He wanted to play a little practical joke on a friend. A little game of Russian roulette, but unfortunately he was shot dead before he had a chance to play it.
Well, that's Gunther's tough luck.
Yes, precisely. But just in case the police do ask questions, that is the story, okay?
Anything you want.
Unless the police have already begun asking questions. Maybe that's the reason Tyler was at the bar.
Who are you talking about? He told me his name was Earl Gander.
His name isn't Earl Gander. His name is Damian Tyler. He's a cop.